Money, cars, clothes, and house. My bank. Oh no. Bank. My throat hurts. Hold on. What's happening? Guys, today's video, I'm showing you guys my coloring book. Hey guys, it's Lilo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my coloring book. Okay, so if you don't know, I have about, I think, 8 coloring books that are available on Amazon that I made myself. So like, if you like coloring, or you know, if you know anybody else that likes to color, or you know, whatever, like you can get them on Amazon, link in the description box. And I'm just saying. But yeah, I just want to show you guys my coloring books because I feel like I never show them off for real, and low-key that's terrible marketing for me. But I feel like I've always had an issue with coloring books. I can never find a coloring book that looks appealing to me. So I'm like, okay, well, why don't I just make my own coloring book, you know? I started off with like children's coloring books at first because I was like, oh, I want to cater to the children. So this is my first ever coloring book that I made. This is called My Favorite Animal. It's a children's coloring book. Obviously, you don't have to be a kid to use it, but it's my first ever one. Look at her. Look how adorable she is. And she has 23 animals to color, and they all come with their names, the animal names. So they can color the animal and they can color the name. They can learn how to spell the name of the animal. It's perfect. It's like, it's a learning book. And then, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I think this is my first draft of it, but I had to remake it when I first made the book, right? I had a few spelling errors. And I had to redraft it a couple of times because, well, some of the spelling errors were like just like spelling differences, because in some countries you spell certain things different, and so some of the spelling errors were that, and then for one of them I was just missing a letter. But like, it was frustrating because I thought the software that I was using would have like corrected the spelling error, but they were like, nope, looks great to me. And then when I was reading, I'm like, nope, looks great to me. Clearly was not doing a great job. But I think I was just more excited to like get the product done, so I didn't check as well as I should have. But obviously now with my newer books, I be all up in them pages, like, let me make sure nothing is incorrect, especially if it has words. Some of my coloring books don't have words, but most of my like newer coloring books, they do have words. I have a crossword out too. You guys should go get that. But look, this is another page. I will say the pages are a little bit thin because I use Amazon for my production, and they don't really make thick pages, so you do have to use a little coloring slip sheet. But I feel like that's normal for a lot of coloring pages. That's just like if you want to use marker. If you're just using crayon or colored pencil or pens, I've never seen anyone color with pens, I'm not gonna lie, but you should be okay. But if you want to use marker, definitely put a coloring slip underneath each page. But look, they're so cute. But yes, this is my first ever book that I made. And then, let's see. This is like somewhere in the middle of the books that I've made. This is catered towards like teens to elders. But this is called The Feminine Urge to Love Yourself, and it's got feminine quotes and affirmations. I was like, the girlies need a book, so I made a book for the girlies. Like, she's so cutesy too. And then I started adding the "This Book Belongs to You" page, because I saw a lot of coloring books did that, and I was like, oh, that's actually a really cute thing to do. And then she just has cute like random pages. I tried to make pages themed. They're not necessarily themed to the quote necessarily. Some of them are, but I tried to just give each page a different theme. Like this one, I feel like this is themed toward the quote. You look prettier every day. And she's so cutesy. But then this page is just themed based off of like the pictures. This one says, access to your energy is a privilege. And I just thought it would be cute to have butterflies and flowers. Like, I feel like butterflies and flowers is like just its own little theme. I thought it would be cute on the page. So they're all kind of spaced out like that. They all have either affirmations or just feminine like quotes, and they have cute little colorings that you can color. I wanted some of the pages to be more simple, and then I wanted some of the pages to be more complex. So that way, like, some days you don't want to color nothing super complex, and some days you want to color something super complex. So I have pages for both. Like this, the quote isn't super complex, but the background is. It says, celebrate yourself always. And then this one, very simple, not a lot of graphics, and it's bold, you know? This one is a little bit more complex. Like, there's more detailing in the drawings, in the illustrations. So there's just a lot more to color, even though the quote itself is not as, like, complex. But yes, this is like one of the newer ones that I have. I think I made this, and then I made 3 or 4 more books. So yeah, this is kind of like in the middle of the books that I've made. But yes, this is her. She's cutesy. Oh, and this is back. I don't think I showed you guys the back. But I also started putting examples of the pages in the back, so people know what they're kind of like getting into before they buy it, you know? I feel like that's nice to have, just to see, like, get an example. And then this book, this is my most recent coloring book. It's a coloring activity book. Let me get it out the light so you guys can actually see it. This is the front, and then this is the back. So it's got coloring sheets, and then it's also got activities to do. So this is a Galentine's Day themed book. It's called Gals Need Love. Yeah, it's a coloring and activity book for the girls. Obviously, it doesn't have to be for Galentine's Day, but there are a lot of Galentine's themes. There's also like a lot of love themes and like friendship themes as well. So it doesn't have to be done on Galentine's. Is this the one that I started? There's one that I started coloring in, because I brought them to my friend. She hosted a Galentine's Day party. So I brought my book so that everyone can have one. Yes, I did. Let's see. Here, let me show you guys. So this one's not as like detailed, the title page, but you can still color the title. And then I used crayon when I was doing this, but this book belongs to Lilo. And then there's stuff like this. So like this is a menu. It's not an actual menu, but that's just like a coloring sheet. But then I have this where it's a word search. I've also made a word search. It's called Dow House Dictionary. That is also available. And then this one's an activity. It's a this or that. It's like something simple, you know. But then I have coloring pages where it's like just cutesy, like Valentine's Day themed stuff, love themed stuff. What else? Where's my bingo? I put a bingo in here. I just thought that would be so fun, a Valentine's Day bingo. You can just color it out and fill it in. Look, I got a bingo. And it's just basically how you do this bingo is you fill it in based off of like what relates to you, and then see if you can get a bingo basically from all the ones that you fill in. Obviously that's how bingo works, but it's not like an actual, like, you don't have cards or prompts or anything. You just kind of read what's on the bingo sheet and then you color it in. I mean, that's all it is. It's just a mix of coloring sheets and activities. Here's the word search. I filled it out. I probably shouldn't show you guys stuff, so you guys can do it on your own. But then I love these cards. These were so hard to make, but I love how they came out. And then I did a journal sheet. Describe your perfect Valentine's Day. I thought that was cute. And then at the end of the book, at the back, I made a cocktail menu. These actually make real cocktails. And I thought that would be cute. But yeah, so this is one of my newer coloring books. I think now I feel like I have enough to where I don't have to make a coloring book as often as I was. When I started making them, I would drop one like every month. but that gets tiring and exhausting. And it takes up so much time. Like, coloring books are not easy to make. But yeah, if you guys are interested in any of my books, the link to my authors page will be in the description box. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and show you guys my coloring books because I'm very happy with them. I'm very proud of them, and I feel like they need to be shared, you know? That's it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to share my coloring books, so I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below, do you have any of my coloring books? Yeah. Because yeah, like, I just want to know, like, have you purchased from me? Oh, comment down below what kind of coloring book do you like, because I feel like I cater towards a lot of like girly coloring books. One of my best sellers is a bow coloring book. It's literally just a coloring book and you just color bows. I love her too. She's my favorite, so I understand why she's my best seller. But yeah, like, what kind of coloring books do you like to color in? Subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. Share this video with your friends if you think they need some more coloring books in their life. And yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Look, I got stacks on stacks on stacks of coloring sheets. That's the same coloring book. Hold on. Stacks on stacks.